All right, this time we're going to take a look at factoring and finding the greatest common factor. So first, before we start factoring, we need to be able to find the greatest common factor. So let's find the greatest common factor of these two terms. To do that, I always like to keep things simple as possible. So to find the greatest common factor, the greatest, it's the biggest number that divides into 8 and 12 evenly. And that number is 4. 4 goes into 8 evenly and 4 goes into 12. For the variable part, it's very simple. All we do is we look at the x variables, and to find the greatest common factor, we actually select the part that has the smaller exponent. 3 is smaller than 5, so x to the 3 is the greatest common factor for these two x terms. For the y terms, we have y to the 6th and y squared. Well, 2 is smaller than 6, so y squared is what we want to write down. So 4x cubed y squared is the greatest common factor for these two terms. So now let's factor this term plus this term. Well, we just found the greatest common factor, so that's the greatest factor that we can factor out. So when we factor that out, well, now when we multiply, we've got to get back to here. So the question is, 4 times what gives us 8? Well, 4 times 2. X to the 3 times what gives us x to the 3? Well, x to the 3 times 1 is x to the 3, but we don't need to put a 1 because 2 times 1 is the same thing as 2. And for y to the 2 times y to the 4 gives us our y to the 6. Plus 4 times 3 gives us 12. X to the 3 times x to the 2 gives us x to the 5. And again, y squared times 1 is y squared, but we don't need the 1 because 3x squared times 1 is 3x squared. So that is now in factored form.